Hi everyone. Sorry, I just got off of work, so I haven't had time to change my clothes. So please excuse me. How did you feel as you pulled it into the parking lot for your funeral home tour? Um, so I felt a little bit nervous because I had to meet somebody. I'm really a shy person at first, so I felt anxious because I had to meet somebody new. Did you have any anxieties? And if so, do you know what it was making you feel this way? Do you have any past memories that come to mind? So, when I was a little kid, my aunt took me and my sister to a funeral of a person that I don't know who it was. And I remember going up to the coffin and seeing that person, and it's always kind of scared me as a child. And now that I'm older, I still kind of get a little bit nervous around coffins, but it's mostly because I'm a nurse and I'm supposed to um, help the person cheat death and not pass away. But those things do happen. Um, what was your overall mindset and effect immediately after? I was actually really surprised on some of the things that I learned from the funeral home. The guy that I talked to was really down to earth, and he really explained things very well. And he was actually telling me some things about the funeral home that shocked me. Like, he told me that they're starting to lose money due to cremations. Describe how you felt and what you thought while experiencing different parts of the funeral home tour. Again, I was nervous around going near coffins, so taking pictures of coffins and urns kind of made me a little bit nervous. What part was informative and interesting to you personally? What seemed the most confusing or overwhelming? I wasn't really overwhelmed with the funeral tour. I guess it would just, if I was, it would just be meeting the funeral director and having to walk around. But Hoy Kalinowski is just a huge circle. But what I found the most informative was, how lucrative the funeral home really is in a business, because I saw an urn that was almost $1,000. And that would be, what I found the most interesting as well. Something, again, I sound like a broken record, but something I was really nervous about was going near the coffins, even though nobody was in there, and taking pictures of them. How is your tour similar to the times you've been in a funeral home before? It was actually really strange being in a funeral home while nothing was going on. It was completely empty. But my overall experience of it was I actually had a real fun time learning new things about the funeral home. And I actually thought it was quite interesting seeing that the flowers that they get from the funeral home to the funeral home, they leave the back door unlocked, but then the door to that room is locked, so the person from the outside can't get in. Describe how you felt and what you thought about while taking a tour of the cemetery. Did anything surprise you? I was actually okay with the cemetery tour, and I was surprised seeing like a columbarium niche, and I found the grave site for the Jenny Edmondson, where I work, the lady who the hospital was named after, finding her gravestone, or finding our fallen officer, Carrie Orozco. But that's also what surprised me as well, was seeing that columbarium niche. Anything uncomfortable or comfortable? For the most part, I would say I was comfortable with the whole tour itself. The only thing I was uncomfortable with was, when I was growing up, my mom always raised me to never walk over a person's gravesite. So I would guess that would be the only thing that I was uncomfortable with, was making sure that I wasn't walking on top of somebody. Have you ever had much experience in cemeteries? Yes. My mom and I have gone to the cemetery so many times, and to this day I still go to Garner Cemetery to see my grandpa. Have these tours impacted you personally and professionally? How might they help you better to relate to the patients and families in your future? I would say for me, what I've learned the most is how much really goes into the preparation of taking care of somebody after death has happened, and to take things not for granted, and what I can do to help my patient's family in a time like this, and just be a little bit more understanding. So thank you for watching my video. Hope you guys have a good day and a good night. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.